Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mardiana Kesuma. I'm going to talk about what I've got while I'm learning about theory of culture, and then lesson from the theory of culture, and what should I do next after know and get a knowledge from the theory of culture. First, in this course, we use Culture Theory and Introduction by Philip Smith as our material. Our lecturer is Mr. Nasrullah, so we start from chapter 7 until 12, and they are the chapter we read from this book and explain into the videos. So we read the chapter and explain it to the videos. First, chapter 7, the post-structural turn, and then chapter 8, culture, structure, and agency, 3 attempts at synthesis. Chapter 9, British cultural studies. Chapter 10, the production and reception of culture. Chapter 11, culture aspect, narratives and hermeneutics. Chapter 12, psychoanalytic approaches to culture and the self. And then the lesson is from the theory of culture. What I've got is from the chapter 7, I learned about the difference between structuralism and post-structuralism. Structuralism was slowly being replaced by post-structuralism as the dominant paradigm in French cultural theory. And then chapter 8 talk about culture, structure, and agency. From this chapter, it explained that the relationship between system of meaning and human action has long been an attempt in a cultural theory. And in chapter 9, it's about the field known generally as British cultural studies has become one of the dominant players in contemporary cultural theory. So British cultural studies are characterized by certain main orientation. It is highly interdisciplinary in terms of research and interest and theoretical influence. Chapter 10, the production and reception of culture. This is about, we look at different, perhaps visionary character and understand culture as something every concrete that is produced and controlled according to this chapter. And then chapter 11, culture aspects, narrative, and hermeneutics. The first topic is discussed here is structural politics. So when structuralists approach the analysis of narrative, especially conventional stories and literature, their activity is often given name of structuralist politics. And chapter 12, psychoanalytic approaches to culture and the self. This is about the relationship between cultural theory and psychoanalytic theory is a complex one. When we discuss about psychoanalytic, the most influential figure was definitely Sigmund Freud. And that's what I got learned. And then I realized every human has a different self. From this all of chapter, I know that they think deeply about something and express their thought, which is connected with human things right now. They are trying to understand the situation and explain how and why it happened to us. It makes me think that their ideas are being useful until now. For example, like when we discuss about psychoanalytic, we reminded to Sigmund Freud, like what I said before, and then about British cultural studies has become one of the dominant theories in this contemporary cultural theory. And then last, what should I do next? Of course, I'm going to learn a lot. I'm going to add more my knowledge and read more about which are related to the theory of culture to, like I say, add more my knowledge as well. That's all from me. I'm sorry for if I have a mistake. So thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.